Satnam, I'm Yogigems. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. In every moment we have a choice. We can either identify with the finite self, which is this body, this face, this name, these clothes, this career, or we can identify with the infinite self, which is the divine essence of our true nature, our Satnam. And of course, it's quite easy to forget about this when we're embroiled in all the dramas of this. And this Kundalini Yoga Kriya, known as the Kriya for Elevation, helps to elevate our frequency so we can more easily tune in to our Satnam. We can more easily remember who we truly are. Taught today with minimal cues so we can really go into the experience of it. Let's bring our palms together, give them a good vigorous rub, and bring your prayer mudra into the heart center. Deep inhale to stretch tall. Keep that length as you exhale. Relax shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lift heart. And exhale to draw chin in towards the neck. Let's take a deep inhale to tune in with our mantras. If you're new to the mantras, just listen in for now. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Take a deep inhale. Holding that breath in as you invite your higher self to guide you through today's Kundalini Yoga practice, keeping you safe from injury and keeping the space that you're practicing in clear, safe, and protected. Exhaling, relaxing hands to knees in Gyan Mudra, just allowing those mantras to settle in body and mind, bringing you into presence for your Kundalini Yoga. Good, so we're going to start straight in with our Kundalini Yoga Kriya with an ego eradicator. Tops of fingers onto tops of palms, thumbs, plug up into that infinite self with a breath of fire. Slowing the breath down if breath of fire feels too strong for your practice today, and keeping the eyes rolled up and into third eye point. Let's take a deep inhale, bring thumb tips to touch above the head. Hold that breath in as you squeeze Mulban, sex organs and anus squeeze. Navel pulls in as you stretch your fingers out wide and raise the energy up the spine, up the arms, up through the fingertips and beyond. Squeeze, lift. And exhale, comb your hands down through the auric field. Bring fingertips to the earth and ground through the fingertips, resting in presence. Good, let's move into a spinal flex, now holding onto the front shin as you inhale forward, exhale back. Keep the navel engaged, keep the eyes locked into third eye point. Inhale to the center. Hold that breath, squeeze more bun, take the energy up. Exhale, relax the breath, hands to Gyan Mudra on the knees, resting in presence. Good, let's bring our hands up onto our shoulders now, arms parallel to the floor as you inhale left, exhale right. I'm mirroring you, inhale left, exhale right. Navel in really strong, eyes at third eye point. Inhale to the center. Hold that breath in, squeeze more bun, take the energy up to the crown, hold, squeeze. And exhale, relax hands, Gyan Mudra to knees, in presence. Good, now let's extend our legs straight out in front for life, nerve stretch. We've got our hands on our knees, our shins, or the big toes. If you can reach the big toes, squeeze the big toenail with your thumb. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Chin tucks in. And you're leading with the heart. Inhale up, straight spine. Hold that breath, squeeze more bund. Exhale, forward bend. And squeeze more bund with the breath held out. Inhale, gently walk your hands up your legs. Come back to sitting, either resting the hands on the thighs or out behind you. And resting in presence. Good, now let's come into modified maha mudra. So sitting on the right heel, so the right heel is right in the center of the pelvic floor. If that feels too strong, just bring your foot into the inner thigh. And we're going to inhale up, exhale, bring hand to knee, to shin, or to big toenail, tuck the chin, forward bend, breath of fire. Inhale deep. Hold the breath, squeeze more bund. Exhale. With the breath out, squeeze more bund. And walking the hands up that extended leg, we'll switch sides. So taking the modification if you need, and we're inhaling up, exhaling, folding forward, folding down, modified maha mudra to the other side, breath of fire. Eyes at third eye. Inhaling, holding that breath, squeeze more bond, and exhaling with the breath held out, squeeze more bond. Good, walking your hands up the leg as you inhale, and we're going to stretch the legs out wide as we can to the sides. Hands come onto the thighs, onto the shins, or grabbing onto the big toenails if you can. We'll inhale up to the center, exhale over to one side, inhale up to the center, exhale over to the other side. Eyes at third eye. Inhale to the center. Hold the breath, squeeze more bond. Exhale down to the center, bring the heart to the floor. Hold that breath out, squeeze more bond. Inhale, gently walking the hands up the legs and come to sitting tall, either with the hands resting on the thighs or on the floor behind you. Witnessing, remaining present. Good. Now we'll come onto our belly for a cobra pose or a sphinx pose, depending on how you're feeling today. If you're feeling flexible in the lower back, straightening the arms, keep the heels together, keep the pelvis pushing down to the floor. If that feels a little bit too strong, just coming into sphinx pose, dropping down onto the elbows. Wherever you are, tailbone tucks under. And let's hold this posture with a breath of fire. Eyes at third eye. Inhale deep. Hold that breath in, squeeze more bond. Take the energy up. And exhale, hold the posture. With the breath held out, squeeze more bond. Take the energy up. Inhale. And exhale, relax forward, relax down, cheek to earth. Breathe into the lower back. Good, let's bring hands underneath shoulders. We'll bring ourselves back up to sitting in our comfortable easy pose once more. Hands holding onto the knees for shoulder shrugs. Inhaling the shoulders up to the ears, exhaling, dropping them down. Eyes at third eye. Inhale, shoulders up. Hold the breath, squeeze more blood, take that energy up, 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 up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. We'll drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, roll down across the chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Staying in this semicircle if the neck is feeling tender today. Otherwise, taking it in a full neck rotation. Being careful with the neck. Eyes at third eye point. The breath pattern is inhaling back and around, exhaling forward and around, taking your own pace. And the next time that your chin comes across the chest, changing direction, if you're in your semicircles, just continuing. Keeping the eyes at third eye, being gentle with the neck. And taking your time to get there, the next time that your chin touches the chest, just allowing it to rest there for a moment with a straight spine, head bowed forward. Breathe into the back of the neck, the top of the back. And gently raising the head up. And we'll close this Kundalini Yoga Kriya for elevation with Sat Kriya. So we've got our legs in rock pose. If that's too much, sit in easy pose. The hands are in Charlie's Angels Mudra. Left thumb over right to activate creative mind. Right over left to activate logical. We've got our arms extended straight overhead. If that gets tiring, bring hands to crown. On the Sat, we pull the belly in. On the Nam, we relax it. If you can visualize, on the Sat, the belly pulls in. The energy rises to third eye. On the Nam, the belly relaxes. The energy projects out. Sat Nam, 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 Satnam, 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 Satnam. Inhale deep. Hold that breath, squeeze more bun. Take the energy up. Hold the posture, exhale fully. Inhale deep. Again, squeeze more bun, take the energy up. Hold the posture, exhaling fully. With the breath held out, squeeze more bun, take the energy up. Inhale deep. Exhale, relax the posture and come all the way down to lying flat on the back for our Shavasana. Stretch out wide, arms out wide, legs out wide, covering with a shawl. If you're feeling a little cold, shuffling shoulder blades together and down, just tucking the chin in so the back of the neck is long on the earth, and giving yourself permission to surrender here into the earth beneath you. We'll rest here in stillness, in silence, for just 2 minutes, and I'll lead us out on the other side. And wriggling fingers, wriggling toes, circling wrists and ankles first in one direction and then in the other direction. And gently turning head from left to right, stretching out the neck. Coming back to the center, take a deep inhale to stretch the arms up above the head, pointing and flexing the feet, stretch. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the knees, give yourself a big hug and a rock from side to side. And then drop the knees over to one side, turn the head in the opposite direction of the knees, breathe into that twist. Inhaling to center and exhaling over to the other side, breathe into that twist. Inhaling to center, bring palms of hands together, soles of feet together, give them a good vigorous rub. And then tucking hands into creases behind knees, rocking forwards and back, up and down along the spine until you come all the way up to sitting in your comfortable, easy pose with the hands in Gyan Mudra on the knees, sit bones anchored to the earth with the crown of the head reaching up to the sky and the spine, the long bridge between them. Let's bring our palms together at the heart center and we'll close our practice with Sat Nam. Deep inhale to chant. Sat Nam. Bowing chin to chest, offering gratitude to body, mind and breath for bringing you to this Kundalini Yoga, this Kriya for elevation. Sending that gratitude out into your life as far as it will go. And coming back into the room whenever you feel ready. Sat Nam, I'm Yogigems. I hope you enjoyed today's Kundalini Yoga Kriya. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And my huge gratitude goes out to everybody who supports me on Patreon, Coffee and Super Thanks. Thank you so much. And I beam lots of love to each of you.